Welcome to Egberitu Verimos TV, a celebration of life, ministry, and legacy. Pastor Tete Benson, Eyemiegbanwei. Today we are gathered to celebrate a man whose life is a testimony of God's grace, a man who has walked faithfully with God, a man whose journey has touched countless lives. We are here to honor Pastor Tete Benson Eyemiegbanwei on the occasion of his 70th birthday, his retirement from active ministry, and his unwavering of his latest contribution to the body of Christ through his new book titled Remove the Bolt in Your Life. Born on July 16, 1955, in Opuama Town, Warri North Local Government Area of Delta State, Pastor Tete grew up in a humble yet spiritually rich environment. His childhood was not filled with luxury, but with purpose. From an early age, he learned the value of hard work, humility, and faith in God. He began his journey in education, serving faithfully as a teacher and later as an assistant headmaster. But in 1981, his life took a divine turn when he answered the call to ministry through the Redeemed Christian Church of God. From the moment onward, Pastor Tete Benson became a vessel in God's hand. Across Nigeria, from Edo State to Rivers, Bayelsa, Ebonyi, Delta, Akwa Ibom, and beyond, he planted churches where none has existed before. He was a trailblazer who was never afraid of hard ground or small beginning. From Egbema Kingdom, Zamagie, Azakrama, Abere, his passion was to bring the gospel of Jesus Christ to the unreached. Through him, parishes sprang up in Ilele, Port Harcourt, Agbo, Afikpo, Yenagoa, Ibosa, Asaba, and countless other places. In the Redeemed Christian Church of God, he rose through the rank from assistant altar minister to pastor in charge to national secretary, zonal pastor, provincial elder, and eventually to national elder. His son, Mr. Timo Tete, described him beautifully, saying, "Daddy, your 70th years on earth and decades in ministry have been marked by unconditional love, sacrifices, remarkable achievement, and steadfast service to God and humanity. You have been a guiding light and an inspiration for faith and strength." All colleagues in the ministry, like Pastor and AP Mrs. Wokoma, affirm this when they write, "Pastor Tete, you have been a beacon of faith, a shepherd to the flock, and a tireless advocate for mission and evangelism." This is the testimony of a man who has lived for God. But Pastor Tete's impact does not end with preaching and church planting. Even retirement, he continued to teach and inspire through his writing. Today, as part of this celebration, we joyfully unveil his book titled Remove the Bolt in Your Life. This is not just a piece of writing, it is a reflection of his journey, his wisdom, and his deep conviction that God's people can live victorious lives. Pastor Tete, through this book, challenges us to remove the excuses, the fears, the doubts, and the limitations that keep us from walking fully in God's purpose. His book will continue to speak long after today, guiding readers to a life of faith. So as we celebrate his 70th birthday, his well-deserved retirement, we pause to reflect on a life well lived. Pastor Benson Tete Eyemiegbanwei has run his race faithfully. He has planted where others fear to plant. He has built where there was no foundation. He has fathered many in the faith. He has endured trials, but come out victorious. His life is a sermon, his ministry a testimony, and his legacy a treasure. Happy 70th birthday. Congratulations on your retirement, and we rejoice with you on this launch of your book, Pastor Tete Benson, Eyemiegbanwei. Your story will continue to inspire generations, and
Sir,
to God
I have a
alone
few questions to
be
ask
all
you.
the glory. Reporting for Egberitu Verimos TV, Heaven Charity.
So, sir, we have a few questions to ask you, sir. What has been your most exciting part? Most exciting part of your career, sir?
The most exciting part of my career in the ministry
Yes, in the ministry.
is when I see myself as being transferred to new parishes and new regions. When I get youth around me going for my personal outreach program, I always feel very excited.
Okay, thank you, sir. What was the most difficult part of your career, sir?
The most difficult part of the career, can we say is difficult, is when you are sent to all this northern part. It only takes the grace of God to survive. Now, there was a time I was in Buku. As I was preaching in the house, before I knew it, they started watering the house with fuel. And it only God that took me out from them. And one day I was on my way from Jos to Bauchi. Getting to Ajaria, I was locked up. I nearly said, God, am I really called? All the coppers, everybody that followed me, ran back of the house. But thank God I was able to come out, because that time some said this thing is too much, go and resign. But because of the call on me, I still press on. You know, from ORC to Ajar, even without nobody. And there are times I will just be on the plane. And another one difficult thing I come across, when I was coming from Jaria to Kanu, then that day to come, you know, the road was just like Miango. And the man that was carrying my eye was turning. I said, God, can I still make it to see my family? You know, that period, it was so difficult for me. But it's by the special grace of God that I was able to continue. But thank God, I was later out of the northern part of the country.
So, sir, how did you overcome these challenges?
I overcome all these challenges through God with earnest prayer. Can you see, there was a time when I forced myself, that's I forced myself to pray for 40 days without, and ignorantly I even refused to drink water. But at the end, my throat burst into tears. And a day came as I round off my 40 days prayer, and as I was going, a woman met me, say, are you a man of God? I'm taking you to my house to pray for my dying father. To my greatest surprise, they locked me up in the house, cover everything, that if you really you are a man of God, come back. But they said, you are going to produce, don't you love money? Don't you like, the woman that brought me to that place told them, Oga, me, I like money. They want to entice me with money to see that I come aboard, because I pray earnestly before this incident. We say to overcome with prayer. As they lock me up in the house, I just keep quiet, pray. They all slept off, and I move out. Prayer made me to overcome all these circumstances.
So, what's your advice for the younger ministers?
Now, my advice to the younger minister, if you know, we have been telling people that if you are really called, if you focus on money, you will not make it to the end. If you are really called, look unto this God who called you. That if you can serve this God, he will service you. You know, just a minute when I visit outside, the people that first of all say thank you, they are from outside. And the people who don't know, I was bereaved. I was in Ibadan. So many people came to me that, Pastor, resign, resign, resign. See the people, the elders, people in your ministry, nobody visited, and they are coming. You are spending up to 20 million this thing, but God that I serve did not let me down. Because I look unto God, money will be coming from different places. When I want to send my son outside, I was not with money. And when I meet some other people, give me money, make this one, they said, no, this is not the time of money. Then I told my son and my wife, because it's not there, I said, let us lie down, pray a big prayer. As we finish up praying a big prayer, I said, just go out. And when he traveled, getting to Paris, people from UK, everybody started sending money. Oh, Brother Timo, we learned you are there. And that is why I was able to meet you. If you depend on people, you will fail. So many people will say that we get million before you start. You don't get million. If you are really called, but as I'm talking to you now, I don't depend on the monthly 100 naira. I started this ministry with 100 naira. 100 naira. Even when I was teaching, it's not 100 naira. But now, to the greatest surprise, if can you depend on what they were saying, that when it comes to time, people said, you are from a real family, even your uncle, see the house you were staying, you are here dying, come and resign. A white man said he's going to employ us. But all of them that resigned, where are they? Many have died. It comes to a time they say, if I did not resign, I am disgracing the family. You are only carrying Bible. Come back to the village. I refuse to come. Those people are now coming to feed through me because I depend on this. My blessing is from every corner. Even before I finish, somebody, the white people that started calling me. Thank you.
So, sir, one last question.
Okay.
How do you plan on spending your retirement, sir?
My retirement, I plan it. I don't want to say that in public.
Thank you, sir. Okay, sir.
Mr. Timo, the son of the celebrant, Benson, Eyemiegbanwei. Today is a very special day, and I'm very happy that we are all alive to see this day. As most people have said, my dad has served for over 4 decades, and that's a lot. So this is just a little to celebrate him and to bring everybody from far and near to also celebrate him. I wish him all the best. I wish him more life, prosperity, and I also want to especially thank us many that came from far and near to be part of this day. My prayers that we will go back home safe and healthy, and God bless you all. Thank you all for coming. We'll see you some other time.
Thank you very much. Let's go.
Yes. Today we are celebrating our daddy. Yes. 70 years of being in service. So what have you learned from him? Just 1 minute, sir.
Oh, thank you. Tete Friday is my name. My name is Tete Friday. Well, what I learned from today's celebration is very, very good that one should be committed and dedicated to whatever you are doing on this earth. Committed and be dedicated whatever you are doing. Thank you.
So tell us, what have you learned from our daddy? Just please tell us something.
My name is Barrister Nabuka Godwin. We are celebrating the 70 years birthday stroke retirement of our daddy, who has faithfully served the Christian Church of God. He has been so wonderful. He's a man of anointing. He's a man of grace. In his ministry, being in active service, he has saved life. He has healed many souls, and he has won many souls to Christ. So that is all I can say. He has fulfilled his destiny on earth, and we are celebrating him. Thank you.